This is great. This is the moment where we all take a deep breath, like we're all here. This is really going to happen. On their behalf, we're really grateful that you've come here today to join with them in this celebration. You know, in reality, marriage, it's more than just a piece of paper. It's a spiritual union between two people. And today, the two of you have chosen to be bonded together as one. Well, Elliot and Holly, marriage is intended by God to be this place where you exercise your love for each other daily. You exercise that love through the commitment to seeing each other through all things, whether good or bad. Therefore, marriage is not to be entered into lightly, but instead reverently and deliberately. So now today, Elliot and Holly, you will be joined as one through marriage.
Union by Robert Fulgham. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all these things we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
Holly, do you want to have this man to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, being faithful to him as long as you both shall live? And Elliot, do you want this woman to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, being faithful to her as long as you both shall live? And do all of you that are here today witnessing these promises also promise to do all that's in your power to uphold these two persons in their marriage? We do is the right answer. Yeah? Holly, love, it never gives up. Even when Elliot can't see the man that he wants to be inside of himself. And Elliot, love cares more for others than it does for self. Even if you've worked a long, hard day, when you walk in the door, you need to see Holly's needs and go to meet those needs. Holly, love, it doesn't have what it doesn't want what it doesn't have. So find complete joy in who Elliot is and what he offers you daily. Elliot, love, it doesn't strut. It doesn't have a swelled head, which means that you're not always going to be the one that's right. Both of you, love, it doesn't force itself on others. It isn't always me first. It doesn't fly off the handle. When the two of you are fighting, don't bring up the past, because love doesn't keep the score of the sins of others. Love doesn't reveal when others grovel. Holly, love, it takes pleasure in the flowering of truth. And Elliot, love, it puts up with anything. Knowing this will bring about true transformation. But both of you should always remember that love, it trusts God always. It always looks for the best. It never looks back, but it keeps going until the end. And if the two of you could learn to love like that, you will find that love never dies. Inspired speech will someday end. Praying in tongues will end. Understanding will reach its limits. We only know a portion of the truth. And what we say about God, it's always incomplete. But when the complete arrives, our incompleteness will be canceled. You see, when we were infants, we girdled and cooed like infants. But we grew up and we left those infant ways for good. We don't yet see things clearly. We're squinting in a fog, we're peering through a mist. But it won't be long before the weather clears, the sun shines bright. We'll see it all then, see it as clearly as God sees us, knowing Him directly as He knows us. But for now, until that completeness, we have three things that lead us towards consummation: to trust steadily in God, to hope unswervingly, and to love extravagantly. The best of these three is love. Now, Holly, what Elliot is going to need most in time to come is something that probably comes natural right now. And although it comes natural right now, at some point this feeling might try to fade, but you can never let it. And it's this: you must believe in him as a man and as your husband. You must believe that he can become someone greater and do something greater than at times he can even see for himself. You must always have faith in him. And even when he's at his lowest points in life, you must show him that you believe that he can and he will rise again. And Elliot, what Holly will need most from you is unconditional love that knows no matter how tough she might be, she's always your princess and she needs you as her rescuer. She needs you to treat her every day like nothing in this world matters more than to see her smile. For you to show her with your actions and your words that you're motivated in life by your love for her, to protect her, to provide for her, and to keep her as your own. It's upon these two keys that great marriages arise, and the two of you can walk amongst the giants. So Elliot, if you will repeat after me: Holly, I choose you for life. I promise you my deepest love and my fullest devotion through the pressures of the present and the uncertainties of the future. I promise to be faithful to you. I promise to love you, to commit to you, and to support you. As I have given you my hand to hold, I give you my life to keep. Today, I take you to be my best friend, my faithful partner, and the one true love. From this day forward, in this world, and in the next. Holly, would you repeat after me? Elliot, I choose you for life. I promise you my deepest love and my fullest devotion through the pressures of the present and the uncertainty of the future. I promise to be faithful to you. I promise to love you, to commit to you, and to support you. As I have given you my hand to hold, I also give you my life to keep. Today, I take you to be my best friend, my faithful partner, and one true love. From this day forward, in this world, and in the next. I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow. And with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Slide that on Elliot's hand and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow. And with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well, now that Elliot and Holly have given themselves by vows, the joining of hands, and the giving and receiving of rings, by the power given to me in the state of Texas, I pronounce that they are husband and wife in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yeah, that's good. Elliot, you may kiss the bride.